WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. You know, I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just...
The $28 million figure didn't just make headlines. It shook the very foundation of professional women's basketball. As 2025 draws to a close, the WNBA looks nothing like it did just 2 years ago. At the center of this transformation is one contract, a single deal that sent the league's front office into a quiet panic. Publicly, Caitlin Clark appears calm, smiling through injury rehab and promoting her new Nike signature line. Behind closed doors, however, the situation is far more volatile. This isn't merely a sponsorship. It's a seismic shift in influence, exposing how unprepared the league was for the star meant to save it. In 2025, Clark earned nearly $20 million from endorsements, while her WNBA salary hovered just above $114,000. For every dollar the league paid her, Nike and its partners contributed nearly $200. That kind of disparity is almost unheard of in professional sports. The commissioner is reportedly furious. Veterans are resentful, and the old power balance has completely flipped. The WNBA once controlled the narrative, marketing, and star-making process, but with a $28 million war chest and alternative leagues emerging, Caitlin Clark now holds the leverage. The tension began the moment Clark left Iowa, sparking a bidding war unlike anything women's sports had ever seen. Adidas, Under Armour, and other brands aggressively pursued her, offering equity, creative control, and long-term influence. Nike ultimately won, locking in an 8-year, $28 million deal that included a signature shoe, something even established legends had not secured at that stage. Insiders say this wasn't just a paycheck. It was a signal that the biggest star in women's basketball wasn't the WNBA itself. It was Caitlin Clark. For a league used to controlling the narrative, the realization was deeply unsettling. From Commissioner Kathy Engelbert's perspective, the deal was a public embarrassment. Years of efforts to portray the WNBA as a stable, growing business were undone by a rookie whose endorsement income eclipsed what many players earn in entire careers. Every media mention of Clark's Nike earnings highlighted the stark contrast with her league salary, underscoring the WNBA's financial limitations and creating perception that the league existed mainly as a platform for Clark's global brand. That perception only grew stronger when injuries kept Clark off the court for nearly 70% of the season. Traditionally, such absences would hurt both player and league. Instead, Clark's brand continued to thrive, making her the highest-earning player in women's basketball despite limited play. Attendance and viewership, however, dipped noticeably, raising a troubling question. Can the WNBA survive without her? Locker rooms have reportedly simmered with resentment since Clark's arrival. The league's wait-your-turn culture collided with the reality of a rookie stepping in with a $28 million deal and a signature shoe before playing a single professional minute. Veterans who spent years overseas for modest pay saw Clark's immediate attention and wealth as unfair, fueling public debates and fan wars that deepened the divide between the old guard and a new era. The controversy surrounding private flights intensified the tension. For decades, players traveled commercially, told charter flights were impossible. Shortly after Clark's arrival, security concerns surged, and suddenly $25 million was allocated for charter travel. While beneficial, the optics were harsh. To veterans, it seemed the league ignored their safety for years, only acting once a generational star arrived, reinforcing perception that Clark symbolized new money built on old sacrifices. Critics also point to the league's early handling of excessive physical play against Clark. Allegedly, the commissioner's office remained silent to avoid accusations of favoritism, prioritizing optics over safety. The strategy backfired, alienating new fans and making the WNBA appear unprofessional. With Nike heavily invested, Clark now enjoys corporate protection the league cannot ignore, and sponsors reportedly pressure officials to ensure her safety. Officiating added fuel to the fire. Unlike NBA stars, Clark endured constant grabbing, shoving, and full-court pressure with minimal protection. In trying to balance equality narratives with public perception, the WNBA ended up pleasing no one, damaging its credibility. Commissioner Engelbert's struggles were further exposed during the late 2024 PR crisis, when she compared toxic fan behavior to the Bird-Magic rivalry. Players in the union immediately pushed back, highlighting a widening disconnect between leadership and athletes. Clark remained silent, financially secure and untouched, her quiet confidence only reinforcing her leverage. The launch of the unrivaled league in early 2025 delivered the final blow. Offering higher average salaries for shorter seasons and real equity, it provided players with viable alternatives. Even without Clark participating, the mere existence of another league shifted the negotiating power. The WNBA now faces a reality that if its biggest star chose to leave, the league's valuation could collapse overnight. By 2025, Clark's influence was unprecedented. She played only about 30% of the season, yet her endorsement income grew, proving her brand no longer depended on WNBA games. In upcoming labor negotiations, the league needs Clark to sell tickets and media rights, but she doesn't need the league to remain financially dominant. When one side is desperate and the other indifferent, the balance of power is already decided. In the end, the $28 million Nike deal didn't just enrich Caitlin Clark. It exposed a system built for a different era. Constrained by outdated salary caps and limited revenue, the WNBA cannot match the market value of its biggest stars. Clark's wealth, influence, and independence have revealed a stark truth. The league needs her far more than she needs it. That realization has left the commissioner furious and placed the future of women's basketball at a crossroads.